All right, I'm going to talk about the difference between being an active investor and a passive investor. So if you are an active investor, basically means you're actively participating in investing, right? In your job, and maybe you're going to flip a house. You're actually going to find a property. You're going to do the loan. You're going to go find the money for it. You're going to go do the inspections. You start, managing the project. Once it's done, check the contractors, make payments, right? Just pretty much you're active, right? Now, how much of that do you do? Do you have a partner? Let's just say it's just you, right? So that's being an active investor, right? So you're actually, your time and energy is going into the project, right? So then your returns got to be pretty high because now it's like a job, right? Now it's your job that you're doing. You're making money. Plus you got to make return on your money, right? Because you put money in the project. So you're getting paid twice. You're getting paid for the job and you got to make money above that for making money on the project for being an active investor. That means you're involved in the day-to-day of the project. Okay, let me back up. As an active investor, how much you want to make? Well, how much you want to make per hour? How do you want to calculate it, right? And you decide, what kind of project you want to do and what amount you're okay with. If you want to make $20 an hour, $200 an hour, $2,000 an hour, it's whatever you decide to do. And if you can find a project that'll make that money that you want to do actively. Okay, now let's move over to passive investing. What is passive investing? So basically passive investing means you're not involved in the day-to-day, right? You don't go look for the property. You don't contact contractors. You don't go out and try to find money for the deal. You don't, go check up on the property, anything like that. You don't list it. You don't do any of that, right? You're just passive investor. How are you a passive investor? Well, that means you're maybe lending somebody the money, an active investor, money so they can actually buy the house, flip the property, right? Or maybe you give them the money for the construction, or maybe you give them the money for the down payment, right? You're basically going to lend somebody your money. You're going to partner with them. You're going to do a promissory note, right? You're going to lend them the money and you're going to get paid back 8%, right? You're going to get 6% on your money. You're going to get 8% on your money. You're going to get 10% on your money, right? What do you want on your money and what can that project afford to pay, right? What can that project afford to pay? Maybe you come in as a passive investor and you say, hey, look, I don't want a percent return like 6%, 8%. I just want 20% of the profits, right? And okay, great. Maybe you make more than you would make if you did it at 6 or 8%. Maybe you'll make less because what if the project doesn't make money, right? Then it means you don't make money. So it's really up to your personality and what you want to accomplish, right? If you're just happy, say, hey, look, give me 7%, 8% on my money. If the other guy makes $100,000 and you make $8,000, no problem, right? Because you got your 8% of your money. So that's okay as long as you get your return. So that's a passive investor. You're pretty much hands off. Usually you're not liable for anything. If it's an active investor, you're liable. You can get sued. You can get in trouble. If you lose money, you got to pay your investors back out of your pocket, et cetera, right? So passive investor, just vet your active investors you're going to put money in so you make a good investment. So that's the difference between passive and active investors.